What's up, y'all? So today in Faith's oven, we are going to be making a breakfast recipe. He got strawberries on his face. That's what I'm looking at. But I have several breakfast recipes, and I want to do a different breakfast recipe every day of this week. So today in particular, we will be making potato tacos with corn tortillas. This is one of my favorite breakfast recipes. I feel like with this recipe, you can make it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I feel like when you can be versatile with a meal, which is pretty much any meal that I believe, then it's absolutely the best. So these recipes, these breakfast recipes are going to be meatless. We hardly ever use meat in our breakfasts for the most part. So we're gonna do breakfast tacos. I'm sorry so much for slacking. We have been traveling like crazy. This is my middle son. Say hi, Luke.
Hi. And I have the breakfast bowl at school sometimes.
At school.
But today I had a salad. It was good.
It was good? He had a salad. So this is my 7. You 7? Yeah, he's 7. He's almost done with first grade. Praise God. So anyway, we're gonna do, he wanted to be on the video today, and I just want to give you guys breakfast recipes this entire week. So every day this week I'm gonna post a different breakfast recipe. I hope that this can be helpful for you. I hope you guys can use these recipes. And if you are returning, thank you so much. If you are very new to my channel, this is Faith's Oven, and you're gonna hear kids because we have 3 kids. You'll see my husband periodically, and then hopefully I'll get some guest spots with some of my girlfriends, because pretty much all of my girlfriends can cook, and I've been trying to get them on the camera. But I've been missing in action because we've been traveling. But anyway, I hope you push that subscribe button down below. Subscribe button. I always, my tongue get tongue-tied with that word, but it should be on the left, no, to the right of your computer. If you're facing your computer, it should be to the right, the subscribe button. And don't forget to like this video and go ahead and comment. So let's go with this week of meatless breakfast. Boom, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Let's go. You can do it, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. All right. Okay, super easy breakfast potato tacos. You guys do not want to skip this recipe. It's so good with simple ingredients. That's what I love the most. Okay, so let's get started by getting our skillet. I hope you guys have a skillet, a cast iron skillet. You want to fill it with oil. I usually use peanut oil just because I love the way peanut oil fries, and I get that thing started because I want it to be hot when I'm done cutting my potatoes. And then I go ahead and I chop my potatoes. I like to chop mine into squares. I just like them like that. So this is what I do. This is how I cut my potatoes. Super easy. And disclaimer, if you hear my kids in the background, that's because they're jumping on the trampoline. And then I go ahead and I rinse my potatoes, and as you can see, my oil is hot and it is ready. So let's go ahead and put our potatoes. Be careful. Yeah. And I let all my potatoes get oil on them. Okay, so the only ingredients I'm using as far as spices are garlic pepper and pink Himalaya salt. That's all you need as far as spices. I feel like garlic pepper and salt, you don't have to have the pink Himalaya salt, but I think you do need the garlic pepper. It makes a huge difference when it comes to these potatoes to me. They just taste so good. Okay, so while I'm letting my potatoes fry a little bit, I go ahead and I cut up my green bell peppers. Excuse my little nasty nails. Don't trip. You know, just because you got ugly nails, that ain't gonna stop me from eating and cooking. I just hate that I did it on camera. Anyway, so I already had some purple onion chopped, so I add some purple onion to the mix. And we are also going to chop a red bell pepper. Now, if you don't have purple onion, you can go ahead and use yellow onion, white onion, whatever onion. I feel like it's always delicious, no matter which onion you use. But today, this is what we have, so this is what we're going to use. So red bell pepper, green bell pepper, and purple onion. Okay, so I kind of like my potatoes to get a little crispy. So as you can see, we have some color to the potatoes now. As soon as I get color to my potatoes, this is when I want to go on ahead and add my bell peppers, onions, bell peppers and onions. I don't want to add my bell peppers and onions at the very beginning. I like to be able to taste. I want to taste my bell peppers and onions, so I wait for my potatoes to fry a little bit and then I add them. And then I stir them into the combination and then I let them fry just like this, as you guys see what I'm doing. And here, I want to say I cook my potatoes for maybe a good 10-15 minutes. It depends on how high your fire is. I do mine pretty high. If you are new to this, go ahead and do it low and cook them slow, but I'm used to it. Okay, so then next are corn tortillas. I like to throw mine on the burner, aka the eye on the stove. I just throw them on there. This is old school. I don't know if you guys do this. I like the flavor of the corn tortilla by itself, so I just like to cook it a little bit on the eye and they're done. It's pretty simple, you guys. This is easy breakfast, like seriously. And you can do as many as you want, so it's pretty easy. Be careful though, don't burn your fingers. Use your fork, use a knife, use whatever you're comfortable with to flip them, or use a smaller eye. I used my largest eye just because this is what I do. Okay, so from here we're just gonna go ahead and add our potatoes. I'm going to add my potatoes to each tortilla, and then from there I'm going to add guacamole. Yep, this is like a breakfast brunch, you know what I mean? So I add guacamole, or like a Mexican, it's like, was it frijoles, the Mexican dish where you add beans and all that good stuff. Anyways, I don't want to be messing it up, but this is what I'm doing. I add cilantro, I add guacamole, I add salsa, the whole nine. So I have a salsa recipe and a guacamole recipe. I will also link those in the description box down below because, like I said, this is one of my favorite breakfasts. It's filling. You can't go wrong with potatoes and tortillas. It's just so good. I hope you guys try this recipe. Thank you so much for watching Faith's Oven. God bless y'all. Thank you.